3 months.
Your Honor, I lost my phone in the flight.
Oh, his name is Prince.
You're
Of course.
very on. Of course, it's Prince.
Prince.
We good to roll?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then 3, 2. Action.
Hello, gamblers, and welcome to episode 6 of the Ghana Gamble Podcast. I am Kenya Fudia.
Hey.
Hi. We have the lovely Legally Masa.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey.
Oh, no. What? I know you lying.
Can you continue?
And we have the troublemaker of the crew,
Yeah.
Dre Taylor.
Say less. Dre, you gonna be at my gate trying to get in the pool. and
Trying
I'm
to
gonna be
swim.
like,
He's
you
going to have his
be-
trunks on
you
ready
gonna
to
be-
go.
You gonna be at the gate with George, and we're not gonna open the gate for you.
George gonna climb over and unlock
Yeah, I
it.
like it. That's when George going to come in handy. Oh,
Cool,
man.
George.
What's up, y'all? How y'all feeling today?
Feeling great. Wonderful.
Wow. Ooh.
Can't complain. On the
Me
other side
too.
of the water.
You know what?
I mean?
I know, right? It feels good over here on this side.
People always ask, like, how do you feel? How you doing? I'm like, man, a lot better over here than I would be doing over there.
Yeah.
They can't understand why. Like, we feel this way.
It's just a feeling.
Yeah.
The sun hit different.
Yeah, it's almost like we're on vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Every
a working
day.
vacation.
It's a working vacation.
Yeah.
It's like you're on vacation every day.
Yeah.
That is such a good way to describe. This is literally how I feel.
Yeah.
You wake up and it's like, y'all sometimes feel like you wake up and like, man, I'm actually in Africa. Even though your parents are from Sierra Leone and y'all used to live in Africa for a small period of time.
No, I definitely
Y'all
have
wake up
moments
and be like,
where I'm
actually
like,
here.
I live in Africa. That's wild.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
I don't.
I do.
I just feel like I'm normal. I feel like I'm home. The time when I think about where I am and where I'm located is when I'm in the U.S. and I be pissed off. I be
Does
pissed
make you
off.
mad.
I be
Yeah,
irritated.
yeah.
I be ready to go. Not even ready. I'm ready to go from the minute I land. And
Man.
so I don't think about being here. Here I just feel calm and normal and regular.
Yeah, I
When
feel
No,
I'm
sometimes
here,
I have
I'm
moments where I'm
Yeah.
just like, I really
I
live in Africa.
Ain't that crazy?
Yeah, you wake up and like, what the hell am I doing over here in
Yeah.
Africa? And
Yep.
for me, I'm like, damn, I got a damn monkey.
Yeah.
I'm over here.
Yeah, Dre, you taking this living in Africa thing to the next
Yeah,
level.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I'm over here with a damn monkey.
What a whole monkey.
Yeah, I wake up, like, it's crazy. But I used to have that same feeling in the U.S., too, because I used to have goats. I used to wake up like, damn, what the hell you doing with a damn farm
With-
and a damn goat? In the hood.
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So I wake up
You was
like,
doing your own thing.
yeah, tripping. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But, yeah, you just wake up feeling good
Yeah.
to be here.
That's true.
Yeah.
And so, our stress over here is nothing compared to the stress over in the States.
Yeah.
Facts.
Not to say that it's a utopia over here. I mean,
It's
there's
not.
It's not
definitely
perfect.
things that will frustrate you. But, I mean, as long as the things that frustrate us the most, I think, as Americans, maybe all diasporans, are the toxic traits that we pick up in the U.S., thinking that that's the way that you have to live life. Number one, rushing.
Yeah.
Thinking that everything has to be rushed and thinking that everything is critically important.
Yeah.
Thinking that you're critically important.
Yeah.
Right? That you are critically important. If you drop a ball, the whole world is going to fall apart. Or if you don't get something done by this preset deadline, the whole world is going to fall apart. Or if you go on vacation, the whole world is going to fall apart. Like, we very much have, like, a lot of toxic traits that we pick up over there. And you come here and you realize
It's not that serious.
it's not that serious.
There,
It is not
Yeah.
that serious.
It don't matter.
you gotta relax.
Chill out.
You gotta calm down.
Slow down. My friend, that's the number one. Me and Kenya have gotten in more near fights over people telling us to calm down.
You altercations.
Like, you have no idea how I'm
Please,
calming myself.
please calm
You
down.
have no idea. Like, this is beyond a level 3. You have you
Yeah.
can't even conceptualize me on a level 9 or 10.
Yeah.
This is me calm.
Yeah.
This is me calm. But anyway, yeah, you just have to calm down in Africa. So
Calm down,
for
slow
sure.
down.
And one of the worst things that can happen to you here is your time wasted.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
That's like the biggest thing besides losing some money.
Yeah.
Is your time
Yeah.
Yeah.
wasted.
Mhm.
And you're like, God damn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All
Like,
day.
All
Yeah,
day.
all day.
Yeah, it took half your damn day or all day
Over
trying
nothing.
to get something done, and your time was wasted.
Your
That's
time was
like the
wasted.
worst. That's almost the worst thing that could pretty much happen here.
Yeah.
You know what
And but
I
then
mean?
if you can just accept that, you know what, my time
Yeah.
was wasted today, and then you just go, I'll try again tomorrow.
Yeah,
you know what
I'll
I'm
do
saying?
it tomorrow. You know.
Let me go down to Sandbox and sit by the beach and get over
Yeah.
it real quick.
Get over
But
real
that's
fast.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like in the States where it's so much compounded issues
Oh, yeah,
on
yeah.
top of issues on top of issues where it's hard to navigate through that, where we pick up so much baggage
And so much
that we don't even know
pressure.
we carrying, you know, around us. You know what I mean? You get a call, somebody got shot, somebody in jail, you got to bond them out. You know what I mean? It's a fight, shooting. It's all kind of crazy stuff that
kind
can
of
happen
stuff.
there that just doesn't happen ever really here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Although those issues that happen, we kind of on the outside looking in because we ain't fully integrated into the community.
Right.
And so we kind of, removed from a lot of that stuff. But, for the most part, we at peace.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely
Peace would be
that.
the number one reason. Because people, man, I get that question all the time. Every single time I go home, you have lunch with this person or you catch up with that person because you're in the States and you want to talk to everybody, see everybody you haven't seen in a while before you leave again. And that's the number one question. Why did you move? Why did you move? And I struggle to say it because it's hard to put a description or an explanation on it. It's just a feeling. It's a feeling I had. It was a feeling of peace. I was chasing the feeling that I felt when I landed in Kotoka Airport in October of 2020. I was chasing that feeling, and that feeling could only be found, as far as I'm concerned, in Ghana. I'd only felt it in Ghana. Let me put it that way. I'd only ever felt that feeling in Ghana. And so I was chasing that feeling, and I did it for my kids, and I did it to be closer to my family in Sierra Leone, I did it to be, in a place where there's constant sunshine for the most part, and where there are palm trees, and where I'm close to the beach, and where it's a slower pace of life, and there's not gun violence, and I don't have to watch black men be assassinated. There's all kinds of reasons, but the main reason is the feeling of peace.
Yeah. It's peace within yourself.
Yeah.
It's not just a gun violence piece of the police. Stuff that goes on there. It's just peace within yourself where it's calm. You can let your shoulders down. You don't have to worry about this and that. Of course, things happens, but you have peace within yourself where you can't put a price on it.
True.
You can't put a price on it.
We're very happy to be here. Speaking of people being happy to be in Ghana,
Who else is happy?
somebody was so happy to be in Ghana they forgot to contact their girlfriend that they left the United States. So I was on Instagram the other day and I saw a little clip from what court show is that with
Star Jones. I don't
yeah
even know.
with Judge Star Jones.
I've never seen
She actual
it.
judge.
No, she's not an actual.
Yeah, I
judge.
hesitated to say that. She got on a
She's
robe
not an
and then
actual judge. She's a lawyer.
she's a lawyer,
Lawyer,
but she's
but
a
no.
TV judge.
She's a TV judge.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a Ghanaian man named Prince. There's plenty of princes here in Ghana.
A lot of princes.
You know yourself.
they know themselves.
Who was that girl coming to America? I know I married a prince.
A prince, right?
Yeah.
Right. So this lady, or this man and this lady were in a relationship. I'm not sure where the woman was from, but they're in court in America, obviously. So they met in America. They were in a relationship in America. And Prince came home to Ghana and child got ghost for like 3 months. She did not hear from him at all. So Prince in the clip is telling Judge Star Jones that, he lost his phone. He lost his phone when he got to Ghana and he didn't know her number off head. And the phone was lost. So what was he to do?
What was he to do?
So how did they connect back?
And he went back.
I'm sure he went back to America.
Oh,
I'm
he went back to
certain.
America.
It's not explained, but I'm certain he went back after his little 3-month vacation.
Hiatus,
After
yeah.
his 3-month traditional marriage and honeymoon.
After his honeymoon in Ghana was
After
over.
his baby's punado, or what they say,
Outdooring.
After his baby's punado, after his baby's outdooring.
He went back to the U.S. and she's like, where the heck have you been?
What had happened was,
And he said he didn't have the number. He didn't know how to. Oh, and Judge Star Jones is like, you didn't want to reach out. Like, there's Twitter, there's Instagram, there's TikTok. It's all kind of ways to reach out online.
They weren't friends on Facebook or nothing.
He said that she knows
she knows.
that he's not that good with technology and
No,
phones.
he said computing.
Computering.
Computering. He's not that good with computering. So,
And she knows that. She knows that.
You know that.
Girl, you
You
know I
know
don't.
that.
You're right.
Now you know. Here's the thing that messed him up is that, first of all, that it was the year of our Lord 2023, or anything post 1997 where people had, actual cell phones and not just pagers. Like, that was the first thing that messed him up. But also that Star Jones had been here before. She
mentioned, she said, now I've been to Ghana.
Industrialized Ghana.
Developed Ghana.
Ghana with the Labadi Beach. Ghana with the Movenpick.
You're telling me that you had no access to...
Kempinski Hotel Ghana.
There wasn't even somebody who could have helped you, instruct you on how to use Facebook Messenger.
You couldn't find a market woman who had an iPhone in her lapa and ask her to pull out her iPhone. You couldn't find a school child who has an iPhone 14 in this Ghana to say, can I use your iPhone 14? You school child in this developed Ghana.
But it leads to the question, can these African be trusted?
Can these African
men be trusted?
Oh, I didn't hear you say men.
Yeah. No, can I be honest?
Be honest.
This is a safe space, right?
Yes.
I'm going to be honest. I'll see like American women and they'll have found their African king. And it's like first of all, my African brothers, I love y'all.
Like, why are you turning your back?
You're my brothers, you're my daddies, you're my uncles, you're my friends.
You found your king. Hold on now.
For some reason, no, listen. Masa. For some reason, she also came to Africa and found her king.
Wait, whoa.
Did that never happen? You didn't come to Africa and find your king?
I came to Africa and found someone's king. I didn't know he already had a queen and her court. He was running all of them. All of them.
What I was saying is, I see these women who have found their African king and they're so happy. And why is it that my first reaction is like...
This is what I'm not a part of, Dre. That's why I turned my back, because I don't want to be... I have a lot of African-American friends who are here right now.
My first reaction is like...
Your first reaction is...
Okay, girl.
Ooh, child.
Congratulations. Congratulations. What? That's good, right? We're happy for them.
I mean, life is short.
Okay.
If somebody makes you happy, it's a give-take relationship. You know what I mean? You finding something that you couldn't get, obviously, somewhere else in the U.S. You're in a worldwide market. It's a billion people in Africa. Okay. Half of them are men. You're not pigeonholed to what's there in America, that there's so many issues there.
Right.
And so there's pros and cons to both. Men or men, you know what I mean? And so I'm not going to put one against the other, men or men. And so, for the women who come here, like I said, life is short. And if you find your king, you know what I mean, and so be it. It's like men, they find their queens in other places.
Right,
You know what I mean? Not just Africa. They find them in, the passport bros.
Yeah.
Do what they do in other countries, you know what I mean? But you have your women who go and do the same thing to find their kings.
Yeah.
In Africa, and these men treat them a different way than they're used to getting treated in the United States.
They do treat them a different way.
Yeah, so, to hear that you're beautiful and complimentary.
I love you.
I love you.
From day one.
Oh, yeah. Literally day one. I love you. I love you. Do you love me? I'm in love. Are you in love?
Let's be married. I want to take you to meet my mommy.
Yeah.
My queen, my wife.
So why is it that I automatically feel that way, though?
Kenya, you want me to participate in this conversation so bad?
Yes, I do. That's why I'm looking directly at you. I just feel a little...
You know what? Let me take a step back. You've asked, can these Africa be trusted? All right? But I'm here to tell you that it's not just the men who are the problem. They're not the drama. So I'm looking at an unvetted website. Survey.
Yeah.
Okay. It's insidermonkey.com. Insidermonkey.com. I'm not going to get offended by the fact that it has the word monkey in the title and they're talking about Africans. I'm sure that's just a coincidence.
Georgia probably take offense to that.
Exactly. But they have ranked here in an article the top 5 cheating most countries in Africa. Top 5 cheating most countries in Africa. Reason number 2 why I know that they're unreputable is because they call Nairobi a country. So we're just going to take
yeah.
Number
Definitely.
5 is Nairobi. Number 4 is Togo. Ghana's next door
Next door neighbor
Right
to
there.
Ghana. Yeah.
Number 3, Egypt. I was just in Egypt. Lovely place. They didn't seem like cheaters. I don't know. Number 3 was Egypt. Number 2. What would you say number 2 was?
Nigeria.
You're right. Nigeria came in at number 2. But you know what they're number 1 for? Cheating most women. The most adulterous women in the world. And this is not the first time that I've seen this. According to InsiderMonkey.com, some researchers put Nigerian women among the top adulterous
Hey.
in the world, claiming that as many as 62%.
Oh.
62%. 6.2 out of 10 of them cheat in a marriage, according to this research. And number 1, topping the list, is the most developed country in Africa. Hashtag where the white people be. Hashtag South Africa. Where they say 58% of men and 51% of women have reported that they have cheated.
Oh, they all getting it in.
They getting it in together. 58% of men, 51% of women, they just cheating. So, you've asked the question about, can these African men be trusted? The question is, can Africans be trusted with love?
Can Africans be trusted with love? And you know what? That is a good question. And it's complicated.
It is.
It is complicated. Tradition and culture is different here.
Mm-hmm.
And so outside of the metropolitan cities like Accra, it's like an urban city in the U.S., same things happen in the U.S., but then you go into traditional rural areas, they have traditions and cultures where, most ladies or most of the women, young women that's in those areas that make up majority of the population, say in Ghana, are not marrying for love. They're marrying for support.
Right.
They're marrying for
Stability.
For status.
For stability,
Status.
Status.
True.
and for family.
For family.
Yes.
Family.
Yes.
And
Yes.
so
Yes. Yes.
family.
it's not necessarily for love.
Yeah.
It's putting yourself in position for the next generation, having kids and
Yeah.
X, Y, and Z. It's not really emphasis on love.
Yeah.
I think it's like, okay, you'll get to love that person over time,
Right.
but it's not, love at first sight type of thing. You want to get out of your current situation because most times they're living with the parents. It's not like 18 in the U.S. When
Right,
you're
you
18,
move out.
You move
get
out.
out.
You go into college. You're expected to get out. You know what I mean? You got your own little apartment. You
Yeah.
your own little thing.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
In the U.S., but here, that's not the case.
Yeah.
You living with your family, and so sometimes to get out of your family's house,
Yeah.
you go move in with another man who can provide for your family. Or they build a room on to the family house,
Yeah.
and that's what y'all live in.
For the both
Yeah.
of
For the both of y'all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Y'all stack y'all paper, everybody lives under the same roof, stack your paper, and then y'all go move somewhere else. And
Yeah.
so it's different thing here as far as love, but in an urban city like Accra, you have the same thing like in the U.S. cities.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's still some traditional things where it's a man country in Ghana, so men can pretty much say and do as they please
Absolutely.
and feel that kind
yeah.
of way.
Absolutely.
Where, who are you to question me?
Who are you to question me? Even if you are my wife.
Even if you are my wife.
Who are you to question me?
Who are you
Yeah.
to question me? I think, you hit it on the head. We talk about love so much, and I think the general African
You in love?
interpretation. Huh?
You in love?
Oh, I'm smitten. Carried away. Head over heels.
African man?
Am I stupid? I
You
shouldn't
can't
say
say that.
You know what? That's right.
I just told the African men how they're our daddies, our uncles, our brothers, and everything.
We love them as our
We,
fathers.
we
As our uncles. And as
We
our
love them like we love
brothers.
family members.
We love them like we love family members. Family members that you get out of jail, you post their bail, they go back. You post their bail, they go back. They come home, you throw a welcome home party from prison. By the end of the year, before they parole over, they go back. You love that person.
you'll never
Deeply.
stop loving them.
You gonna get a barbecue every single time you come out. Every single time you come out, you getting a barbecue. We are here for you. We put money on your books. We love you, nigga. We do. I love African men like I love those kind of cousins. No matter what. No, come up or come down. I love you. Do I want to choose you as my life's partner forever? My actual partner. My life's partner that I'm doing life with on a regular basis.
You did at one point.
My God.
Because you came to Africa and you found your king.
Auntie, I found somebody's king.
You keep saying that.
Because after I had found this king, great guy.
Great king.
Let me. Is this mic? Hello. Is the microphone
Yes,
on?
on.
He wasn't deserving. He
Fantastic
wasn't
guy.
a great king. Wasn't deserving of 2 queens.
Let me. Did I? Who said it was 2?
There's more.
It was so many of us. And different area codes, different continents.
Different time zones.
London, different time zones. Canada, all over. As for the DMV, all of D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. We lived
They
in
were all
Chicago
covered.
when we were married with our child. I mean, these are things that came out after I found his first hidden cell phone and then the second hidden cell phone. The third hidden cell phone is when I went on ahead and called it quits. Third hidden cell phone. That was after we were married and we had a child. That's after he went to London to see his mother. Because he needed to see his mother. And
Blow.
Okay, he needed to see his mother, and then he got. Why did you even get me talking about that? and then when he went to London to see his mother, who lived there, I called his mother 3 days in a row. Like, so and so should have landed. So and so, like, people don't know who my ex-husband is. Should have landed on Friday. It's Monday. You haven't seen him yet? Because Heathrow was like, Heathrow, Gatwick. He hasn't made it from Gatwick to your house. It's like, oh, he said he's staying with
That's
his
suspicious.
friend. He said he was staying with his friend, but he said he was coming there to see you. So now he's staying with his friend. He's been there all weekend. Okay, no problem. Make boys will be boys, no problem. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but he said he came to see you. And then next thing you know, I'm getting a call. Come get your man. Come get your man.
I think the only thing worse than I'm coming to you as a woman, like your man is my man, is come get your man.
I don't.
Your man is actually bothering me.
Your man. I don't want your man.
That's yeah. That's trumping woman to woman.
Woman to woman is I loved him. He swindled me. I really loved him, but apparently, first.
But when it's get this dude off my doorstep.
This Negro, I was in Chicago. This man is in London with his mother. They suck Bobby. That's what I know. Like, you went there to go spend quality time with your mom, and then come to find out you were actually
You're there budgering
and pulling up. You pulled up. How you pull up on
disturbing?
Somebody in another country? This is the love bombing that African men do.
That's the thing. That's what I wanted to say.
Amazing
They
way.
do treat you a certain type of way to an extent. They treat you like that until they go home to Ghana, and then you haven't heard from them in 3 months.
Oh my God! So they go to London to go see their mother, and then you haven't heard from them in a week. And before even he makes it to his mother's house, because he still hasn't found the way. He hasn't found a cab ride from Gatwick Airport to his mother's house. During that time, somebody's saying, "Come get your man." I don't know why he's here. I did not ask him to be here. Please come and get him. If I find him here again when I get home from work today again, you'll have to come get your husband out of jail in London. I said, well, see my own life. See my own life. And then after that, we were still married for another 2-3 years. I found another 1 or 2 hidden cell phones. So it was just...
First of all, is the embarrassment for me.
My God. My God. This call came in when I was at work. I think I was about to start a trial.
Embarrassment for
I was
me.
about to start a trial. I was sitting there in my pinstripe suit. I remember my little cubicle, State's Attorney's office. I really thought I was hot stuff.
Till that day.
No,
World came crashing down.
World came crashing down. New mom, combra, as we said, had a 3-month-old. Hey. Anyway, this is neither here nor there. So when you said, did I find my king? I found her king.
You found her king.
This was him trying to rekindle with her after but we were already married, so I don't know what the plan was.
Yeah. I don't know if these dudes be really having a long-term plan.
What was the plan? Because we are already married. So
what was the play, bro?
What was the end goal? What was the game? So anyway, that was apparently her king. I didn't know that it was her king. And then Sissy made a cameo appearance 2 or 3 times, through the pendency of the marriage. Her and various and sundry others people. He's in his 40s now, and I'm sure he's a swell guy.
Yeah, he would make a great husband.
Absolutely.
To anybody that's looking.
To anybody other than...
You don't give it another go around?
I gave it another go around because I went from the frying pan to the fire, from Africa to the Caribbean. But that's a conversation for another day.
Yeah.
Can't even begin to scratch the surface.
So...
Anyway, yeah. So love. Depends on what love is. What do you mean by love?
It does. It depends on what you, how you define love. And, would you say if somebody does this, and that means they don't love you? Because they'll swear down that they love you. What does what I'm doing have to do with my love for you?
It's not even that they'll swear that they love you. All outward indications, if you would just stay your butt out of their phones. Stay off the internet. Who has...
Not even like off their phones. Just yeah, like stay
off of the internet.
don't let anybody communicate with you. Stay in a bubble.
If you would just stay in your bubble, this bubble that I put you in, this home that I have provided for you.
Don't take phone calls from unknown numbers.
If you see a T-Mobile phone and you know we on AT&T, why did you touch the T-Mobile phone? Why did you touch the Sprint phone when you know?
You see how we was just fine before you found that phone?
Before you found the phone, you went and found the phone. You went and found the AT&T phone, and you know that we're on Verizon. And then you took your hands and you opened the phone, and now you want to act like I did. I didn't do anything to you. I still respected. At the end of the day, I respected you.
Yeah, maybe their definition of love is a little different from a Western definition of love.
But most Africans, I would say, their definition of love is different.
They love different.
For us, and I don't think it's just Africans. I think it's in any society that is very...
patriarchal.
Very patriarchal. Some might say misogynistic. Some might.
Slightly.
Right? So that covers most of Asia. Covers all of Africa. Right?
We all came from a household of mother and father.
Husband and wife.
Of husband and wife.
Yeah.
Of love. Of how many years?
Monogamy.
45 years in 2 weeks.
45 years.
Monogamy, as far as we know.
From seeing that aspect, from seeing how love worked in our relationship, how y'all come to conclusion on love, experience it for the time that you've been here.
Yeah, it's definitely going to mold the way that we look at love and define love. But then also, just as an adult, I recognize that what my parents had was rare.
And unique.
Extremely.
It was very unique. It was quite unique. It was.
I've not seen its kind. Honestly,
yeah,
I
it was special. I truly believe that they were like soulmates. Yeah. And I think this is a completely different conversation, but I think this is where people go wrong. Because, I mean, and listen, I'm over here single, so like, take what I say with a grain of salt.
She's still Episode 5.
I'm still out here.
Still out in the streets.
But I think that people are in such a rush to fill these positions. Like, oh, I should have a husband. I should have a partner. And they're not waiting to actually find their person. Because you never know how long that's going to actually take. Yeah. You know what I mean? Some people find their person early. Some people find their person when they're 60-something years old. But if you're not really down for that journey and then you're just trying to fill that spot, I feel like that's where a lot of people go wrong.
I think that's a problem.
Yeah. People aren't patient in love.
That's one issue, is that we're putting artificial deadlines on our life.
Yes.
You have to be married by 25.
Yes.
And then if you're not, what?
Right.
Then if you're not, then what?
I don't know.
You're not married by 30 and you don't have 2.5 kids by 30 , then what?
I don't know. Because I'm still here. I'm still alive. And I'm still very pretty.
But
so.
you're still trying to put a deadline on Kenya to give you a nephew.
Oh, no. At this point, my dear, I need a nephew by any means necessary. No, my dear. My auntie.
We said we're not talking about your own.
Auntie. First of all, we're not talking about me. We're talking about you. Like, do as I say, not as I do. At the end of the day. In fact, at this point, do as I have done.
As you've done.
Because I'm a single mom. The children are great. They're amazing. You have beautiful nieces and nephews.
Gorgeous. I love them so much, yes.
Dang, you love them so. Look how you said that.
I do. I love them so much. You know that I love. Oh, you want a nephew?
I love so much. I want a nephew that I can love so much.
Guys, Masa, some people might say that it's unfair, the pressure that you're putting on me for a
and
nephew.
This your big and this your gigantic Kenya, the nephew that I gave you, the superstar, future
I love him. He's
astrophysicist, or
something major.
He's a senior in high school. Kenya, please, I've been patient. You know, it's no longer a small gift. I've waited for my nephew. I gave you a nephew. I want a nephew in return.
Is that how it works?
I demand.
Okay.
I demand.
I've heard you.
I demand.
I hear.
But we're not here to talk about that.
Your big sister.
Instead of you facing your front.
Dre, you brought this up.
She ain't led you wrong yet. She ain't led you wrong yet.
Dre, stay starting some mess.
Like,
I'm just saying.
Kidding me? If Janet Jackson can do it, Halle Berry can do it.
I haven't reached Janet's age yet, I beg.
See your life.
It's not
exactly. So therefore, you can do it. Do it.
Or I could wait till I get to Janet's age.
No, Auntie, I would have killed you by that time. Make this for me. This is my thing. When we see what we saw in our parents, and the reason why I think it works so well is because my mother had the wherewithal not to go with somebody who love bombed her. That's what I think
Yeah.
I allowed myself to do both times. Not I
Yeah,
think,
you're
I
right.
did.
You're
you were
right.
There the night that I met Mr. Trinidad,
Yeah.
Mr. TNT, and that's exactly what you were
This
looking
was
like
this
that
was
night.
my face.
Love bombed. I mean, from day one.
He did from
The
day
first
one.
one.
And he tried to bring that love bombing to me because remember he kept calling me sis that night and I was like, I'm not your sis.
I was like, Kenya, why are you being so mean?
Exactly. This was her. Why are you cause I'm not his sis.
It's really cute. Stop doing that.
You about to mess it up for me, girl.
Right.
Love bombed. And I was love bombed by number 2. And so I feel like people who have that personality, that overwhelming personality, can sense somebody who's missing that, who wants that romance to get caught up.
Yeah.
Kenya, you're not a get caught up.
No, I'm not.
For
Let's
anything.
peep the scene, see what's
Yeah.
going on.
I'm going to sweep me off my feet.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
got
And
swept.
that's easy to happen.
Yeah.
It is.
When you're in a different culture,
Yeah.
somewhere different,
It is.
you come touch down and they can be the sweetest.
Oh my
You
gosh.
know what I mean? And
Most
tell you everything.
accommodating, they'll cater to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cooking banku for you, wake up.
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
and-
yeah.
And Oga is just there with his it pack and he's making you.
He's literally
fried
serving
food.
you. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
in
think
front
that's
of
the
all of
thing.
us.
They will do this because of another thing.
Perfection.
They'll do it in public displays of affection. So they don't care like that. They don't care who sees.
Because
No.
this is the thing, and I don't know if we've talked about this in another episode. When you're, let's just say black. All I know is being black. All I know is about being a black girl and trying to navigate love as a black girl in America. So when you a black girl in America, there are things that you and your friends look for to determine how serious you are.
Yeah.
Did he introduce you to his family?
Right.
If he introduced you to your family, y'all married.
Are you in there?
Y'all married. Y'all might as well go ahead and put a ring on it. Has he introduced you to his friends?
Yeah.
Has he had you at the barbecue?
Did he post you
Did he post
online?
you? Have you been over to his house?
Are you going places together, holding hands in
Out
public?
in public?
Yeah.
You know? So
Um,
over here, if it's for
He's doing that. He's doing that in like the first 3 days. He's already introduced you. You're holding hands, and he's actually giving you a foot massage at the club.
What? In front of everybody. In front of everybody.
Yeah.
Booking a tours to Ghana. We offering that. Come,
Listen.
get love bomb.
Listen,
Live your best life.
It does feel good. It's
It
easy to
feels
get caught up because
amazing.
it does feel good to be just treated so nicely.
But I think what worked so much for our mom and dad is that my father, if you collect all the love and affection that he showed our mom publicly and you bottled it up, it wouldn't even feel
No,
like
don't say that. Well,
No.
showing love and being married to somebody for 45 years
The
is a
thing is,
public
that's what he would
display.
say.
Yeah.
He
Like,
would say,
I'm
if
here.
I didn't
I respect
love
you. I
you-
honored you. I've never embarrassed you. Nobody has ever come in and said this or that about our marriage.
How could
like,
they ever?
yeah.
I've never given them anything.
So,
in
yeah.
50 years, my dad was like, but I'm here. I married you. I
Yeah,
love you.
yeah.
Of course you're beautiful. Of course I love you. That'd be my dad's mom. Because my mom was very much like,
She's like,
"How about this?
yeah,
How
what about my
this?
hair?
What
You-
about my hair? Did you see my nails? And I'd be like, You're
It's
gorgeous.
nice.
You knew you were gorgeous. I told you that in 19. Did I not tell you that in
In
1972? Remember in 1972 when I told you you were gorgeous and then I married you?
Yeah.
What is this now?
Yeah.
But I think that is what it was. My mom always told us. You remember Mom used to say, it's like, find a man who loves you more than you love him.
Yeah, she did used to say that.
She was so committed to him. She was very loyal to, very respect. When I say respectful, Mom was extreme. You dare take your stupid hands and touch the piece of meat that you know. If you know that you believe God. This rice that you can eye the rice, the way it's separated from the rest of the rice. You can eye the chicken that is separated from the rest of the chicken. You take your stupid guts and you go over there and think you're going to touch your husband's food. God. Lukey for her husband, but
Yeah,
he
she didn't
loved
play.
her, and she took pride in that he would more.
She made a wise decision in love.
Yeah.
Instead of getting caught up in the,
Flashy.
whatever, flashy,
Yeah.
fun life and,
Yeah.
Take your time. That's the thing. It's one thing to get love bombed. Wait a while. See if 6 months from now he's still love bombing you in the same way. Don't get so caught up in the 3 weeks that he love bombed you and now you're making life decisions based off
Well,
of that.
it's easy to even love bomb when you out the country.
When you're out the
and
country.
you go back to the
Yeah.
U.S. and you getting that, sprinkles
Yeah.
here and there. We're
Yeah.
not getting it full time for however time you here or gone.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's
it's true.
hard to get that love bomb, full time for 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And so it's infatuation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I found this. It's different. It's new.
Feels
It
good.
feels good.
It's
It feels
exciting.
right. You know, got somebody from across the country, you know what I mean? In Ghana, I'm living in the States, and it's easy to get caught up in that. You know what I mean?
It is.
It's when you get here and you get to the day-to-day, you wake up, you know what I mean? See the daily habits, and then you can make your decision. Don't rush. But
Don't rush.
You know, if love finds you and you want to,
you know what? Life is short.
Ray, what you been in Ghana for how long?
Back and forth, 4.5 years, going on 5 in December.
Dre, because here's where I am with Dre. Because we spent a lot of time talking about this.
The microphone, break it up.
Where I am with Dre.
Breaking up.
Here's the thing. Uncle Dre has come to one or two of our family occasions. You know, he always bringing the fun stuff. Uncle Dre over here bringing the cupcakes. Uncle Dre bringing the cookies. This time he brought the monkey, all that stuff. So, he be making it into my reels. But at this point, Uncle Dre, I feel like this is the last reel that you're going to be in.
Dang, you cut him off from the
Because
reels?
Because I don't want the phone calls and messages.
You did.
Uncle Dre be getting phone calls and messages.
Nah.
You did.
Listen.
Crop me out one picture.
She did crop you right out that picture. She did. I was like, dang, Masa.
Post a picture.
No, but I didn't know we was gonna bring it up.
No.
But I'm glad you brought it
Bring
up
it up.
since we talking about dating, and attraction and all that. And Dre, I feel like Dre be acting. You know, Dre just like, oh, I'm the laid back. I'm just funny. I'm just here to make everybody laugh. And you know what? But Dre be having the ladies in a tizzy a little bit.
They in my inbox.
And he acts like he doesn't know.
You want to know who it is? I ain't
No,
gonna
you
tell
can't tell him who
I'm
it
not
is.
gonna tell you who it is. Dre probably know who it is.
But the
more
questions,
than one,
the
I'll say
questions
that.
be coming because we be hanging out. So
Who's
the,
Dre
like,
dating?
so why is this? I see Dre's in the reels.
connection?
What's up with Dre? Oh yeah, I had I might have had my eye on Dre
What's your
before.
connection to Dre? How is he connected to y'all? Don't worry about it, Sam. But he not with me, y'all. Anybody who know me.
We know you're in love, Masa.
With your king.
With your
Second
king,
king.
your African American king.
But this is the point. Like, Dre, you're not gonna be in no more reels, and that's really just the end of it.
Dang. So that's
Because
just.
I don't want the confusion. You on what in my WhatsApp at 11 o'clock talking about? Oh,
Yeah.
that looks like so much fun. Oh, by the way,
Yeah. So Dre was there. He brought the monkey. Now what Dre got to do with it?
what they got to do with the Barbie party? Well, I was a Barbie party reel. Dude got 5 seconds of attention to the Barbie party reel. Now
It wasn't even 5 seconds.
So anyway, the
Anyway.
point being Dre not in no more of my reels. You want to know what's up
That's
with him? Don't
fine.
ask me.
That's what I can do with that.
I've
You
been
wanna
kicked
know
out
what's up with
other
him?
reels.
Right.
So it ain't the first one I've been kicked out of. Shoot.
But no, like you can, depending on what you want from love, like you can find it here in Africa. For some women, I think for many African American women, perhaps at this point, they don't value monogamy. Maybe by the time you get to your 40s and 50s, you're not as focused on monogamy as long as it's not in your face.
I've had
Maybe
to ask myself like how important monogamy is. I mean, monogamy is important.
you're like, Kenya.
Don't get me wrong. I didn't want you to think that's where I was going.
okay.
I didn't want you to think that's where I was going with this. It is important. That's why I don't be in these, like I mentioned it last time, these boyfriend girlfriend relationships.
Yeah.
Because the relationship I'm being is going to be like a very serious monogamous relationship. Now, am I going to be like, when you younger, you have that energy to be like looking
Checking
at
the
check.
phones.
Do I have that? No, I don't. I genuinely don't. I got a lot going on, and also I just like my peace.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So like,
I feel like a lot of these women that we see, in my estimation, these are women, they're not generally like 22-year-olds that we're seeing like married to these African men. They are women in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s who are coming here, who are finding love at a slightly later age than maybe they had hoped for when they thought about their life as a young child in the U.S. And so when you come over here and you find a very marriage-minded society, and you have found a man in a very marriage-minded society who is at least outwardly going to give you all of the respect that you had hoped to receive from the time that you're young, and maybe you didn't receive it from the corner boys. Maybe the boys around the way wasn't giving you that kind of love. Maybe little homies that you've been dating over the years wasn't giving you that kind of attention or respect or acknowledgement. So you come over here, I feel like by the time you're 30, 40, 50, and you 60, in Africa, you're gonna find somebody that's gonna meet most of your requirements.
most of your requirements.
It's not going to be, most of it's probably not going to be economical.
Yeah.
Where it's
Yeah.
not going to be,
Correct.
he's going to be financially providing
Right.
for you because you're probably more established
Yeah.
from the States. Not to say that there's not a lot of men here who can provide for you.
Mm-hmm.
They're married.
But
They're married.
yeah, a lot of them are going to be married.
Also, a lot of these women who come over here, if you have got the wherewithal to get on a plane, you've already bought this $1,500, $2,000 plane ticket to come here and start a life here in this expensive Accra, Ghana, which we can get into in a later episode, the cost of living over here. If you already got the money to do that, then 9 times out of 10, yes, you're going to be earning more money than the men that you'll meet over
Yeah.
here.
The average, depending on where you
The
hang
money
out.
isn't everything.
But it's not everything. You might get some treatment that you've never received in your life,
Yeah.
some attention, affection that you've never received, and it's worth it for some
Absolutely.
women.
Yeah, if you
Absolutely.
go to the high end spots, you can find your knights in shining armor who's well off. You know what I mean? You just got
They're
nice
married.
spots.
These guys are married. There are many women who come over here and they don't care. They don't care about you being married because they
Yeah, listen, it's not my place to judge you. There are let's not act like there
They'll
aren't
take
people.
care of you.
Yeah.
There's not women who date married men. There are, and they don't
and
care.
married women who are dating married
And
So
married women
whatever
who
you
are dating
want.
single men. Like, it's all kinds of stuff
I'm
going
just
on.
saying, I feel like there's a narrative because Carrie Hilson pulled Sergey Mbakia. So ever since Carrie Hilson pulled Sergey, and now that Portia has pulled Simon, there's a lot of African American women who think that there are single, eligible.
Oh, yeah, of that
millionaires.
status.
There
You're
are-
right. Yeah,
there are
they're
Prince
not.
Hakeems over here.
They're not.
There are not a whole bunch of Prince Hakeems
They're
over here
not.
who do not already have a queen. I assure you he does.
Because it doesn't make sense. There's no way a man of that status,
Hasn't already gotten
he has family
family
pressure and everything to have a wife. Why would you not have a
would you
wife?
not?
Why are you sitting here single, waiting for love? What are you What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So he
yeah.
definitely has a wife already. And again, if that's cool with you, then that's wonderful. Just saying, but anyway, no. So it's a very long-winded answer to your question where you say, can these African men be trusted? Can the African women? But
Can love be trusted in
can
Africa?
love be trusted? African love can be trusted.
It can be
if
trusted.
African love is what you want.
African love.
is very different
Yeah,
than
it's
Cinderella's
different.
fairy tale.
Yeah, you're right.
Right?
You're right.
As somebody who has chased Cinderella's fairy tale to 2 failed marriages, I'm here to tell you.
You got your glass slipper.
Listen, my glass slipper, when I say I got it and then they stomped on it and shattered it into shards and pieces. All right?
And said, forget about this thing.
Take this stupid glass slipper and get out of my face with this stupid glass slipper. I don't need another glass slipper. I just need normal, regular.
Just something calm.
Normal,
Yeah.
regular.
Yeah. I think that comes with age and maturity,
Calm,
though.
normal, regular.
Just something calm and just
You know what I'm
just a little
Just
vibe.
be regular.
Yeah.
Just be chill. So yeah, that's it. You can find what you want to find here in Africa, but take your time, man.
Take your time. All right, guys. Well, that was episode. What was that? 6? Episode
I don't know.
6.
By
So we're moving right along.
Hopefully, episode 7. Kenya gonna be in love?
We'll
Hopefully, we
see.
got a whole week. Or
Listen,
maybe we're gonna shoot another episode. So
Well, maybe by episode 8.
episode
Yeah.
8.
maybe
Maybe
by
episode.
episode 8, I can put Dre in a reel without these thirsty.
Dre got the ladies in a tizzy. He gonna sit up here and act like he don't realize what's going on, but we know.
I have no idea.
You see? There you go. He innocent.
George looking. George,
I'm gonna say y'all
LL
send too many
Cool
more
George
inboxes. I'm gonna just
is
show it to
looking.
Dre. I'm gonna start disclosing who the people are, but you know who you are.
Yeah, you shouldn't take it out on Dre. Tell them to get out your inbox with all the
Inbox.
questions.
The answer is Dre is not dating either one of us. The answer is Kenya is still very much available. She's looking for a Prince Hakeem, a Simon, an unmarried Simon. If you're dead,
Kojo, Kwame.
if you're dead, a gold baron, the Ashanti prince of blah blah
Oh,
blah, one step
okay.
removed from the king of such and such. Kenya is looking for them. Me, I'm also very unavailable. So Dre is not dating either one of us. Please stay out of my inbox.
You had to get that off your chest, huh?
I'm saying, mind your business. If you have questions, come here and come ask him. But don't come empty-handed, because the other thing we like to do in Africa is collect prices for things that have nothing.
Oh
to do with
yeah.
it.
If
you
I'm
want to come- if you
if
want
I'm
to come
anyway,
Dash me.
You
I'll,
want to-
yeah,
you want to
yeah.
come and
You
talk to
definitely
our
will dash. You dash
You will
me.
dash me. Oh.
Yeah.
If you want to come and connect with this guy, in fact, all messages must come through Massa.
There you. Wow.
Contact Legally Ma-
Now,
like-
now she wants you to contact
Go
her.
through legallymassa.com. We're over here taking and dowries, good old fashioned dowries. So yeah, go through me. We're his sisters here on the ground. Yes.
Anyway, all right. That was episode 6 of The Ghana Gamble. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And
Share.
yeah, definitely share. And stay tuned. All right, y'all.